Foxes are small enough to wander around the wilderness without bothering any predators or being targeted. But when they start dealing with creatures as small as they are, such as cats, it becomes clear that they're not the toughest fighters out there, which is exactly what we're about to see today. Here we have a classic case of a cat standing its ground against a much larger opponent. The fox was coming at the feline with full speed, but once the cat stopped and decided to fight back, the fox resorted to growling instead, and it didn't make a move. It was clearly unmatched, and it just whined about it. The clip cut off with the two animals still screaming at one another, and we have no idea what happened next. I do trust our brave little kitty's ability to defend itself, though. In a really close call, this cat was targeted by a hungry coyote. The cat was way smaller, so it chose to run instead of trying to fight it, which was the smart decision. To put things in perspective, coyotes sometimes prey on dogs, and they can even dominate a pit bull when they're big enough. So yeah, the kitten stood no chance against it. Luckily, it managed to climb up and get away from the coyote, and it started screaming for help as loudly as it could, until eventually the coyote ran off. Inviting yourself to someone's home and deciding to eat their dinner can get you killed in the animal kingdom, and that's exactly what this fox tried to do. It came into someone's backyard and decided to eat their cat's food, which really angered the two pets. Both cats were careful at first, not knowing what the fox's intentions were, but once it started eating their food, the cats lost it, and they charged at the fox together. The fox didn't want to fight, and it circled around and fooled the cats before coming back to continue eating, but the cats attacked it again, and the fox had to jump over the fence to get away from the angry felines. So this fox was going in circles around a tree trying to surprise a cat with an attack, but the grumpy feline wasn't surprised at all. Whenever the fox popped its head out, the cat would simply strike it in the face with its paw. The fox was trying everything to try and outwit the cat, but it always ended up with the same result, getting struck in the face. These things are said to be very smart and cunning, but it didn't look like it here. The cat was completely owning the small predator. Screaming and howling was all that this fox seemed capable of. It approached a cat and then didn't really know what to do when it reached it. It just stood there screaming at it while the cat never moved a muscle and seemed confused by what the fox was doing. The cat kept staring at the fox until the fox suddenly panicked and tried to run away. It then realized that the cat wasn't after it and stopped. Then a staring contest began between the two, but that was where the clip suddenly cut off. That fox was real bad at its job, wasn't it? You guys won't believe this. There was a fox trying to sneak up on a chicken and attack it when this cat showed up and decided to protect the helpless bird. It ambushed the fox and charged at it, causing the malicious predator to flee. The fox was fast, so the cat decided to hide and wait for it instead of running after it. It knew that it was going to come back for the chicken, and it did. The cat then tried to catch it again, but the fox was too fast. Even while holding something in its mouth and unable to use it to fight back, this cat was completely dominating the intruding fox. The fox spotted the cat trying to eat and decided to join the meal, but the cat wasn't very happy about it. Each time the fox tried to come closer, the cat would swipe at it. The foolish fox had no idea what it was doing. If it had angered the cat any further, the cat would have taken one of its eyes. Thankfully, though, none of the two animals ended up getting hurt. It's literally impossible for these scavengers to let any creature eat without trying to steal their food. A woman tried to feed this cat and a fox spotted her, and it immediately came to try and steal the feline's meal. The cat didn't seem like it was that hungry, but it still didn't want the fox to eat its food. The cat was able to keep the fox back with only a few swipes of its paw, but the fox did manage to steal its food in the end, as the cat had walked away and left it after thinking the fox was gone. It looked like this cat was completely terrified of the fox that was trying to attack it, but each time the fox charged at it, it would stop and face it, and the fox wouldn't dare approach. Nevertheless, the cat was the one running here, and the fox was the one advancing. But after the cat successfully escaped, whoever was filming moved the camera to the side, revealing that there were actually 2 foxes there, which explains why the cat didn't just attack the fox as it usually would have. This fox was kinda polite, but the cat was still hostile to it, of course. It wanted to eat with the feline, but the cat kept swiping at it as usual. Neither of the 2 animals seemed like they wanted a fight, and they were both kinda chill. The cat looked more annoyed that the fox was near it rather than trying to defend its meal. It looked like there was more food there than it could eat, and after it was full, it left and allowed the fox to eat. I'm not sure why this fox suddenly stopped and started staring at the cat. It could have just kept walking and the cat would have left it alone, but no, it just had to test the kitten's patience. 5 seconds into staring at the cat, the grumpy pet lunged at the fox and tried to attack it, but the fox was quick enough to run away. After trying its best to intimidate the cat away from its food, this fox realized that it wasn't big or tough enough to actually do that, and it decided to walk away. There were actually 2 cats there, and even though one cat was more than enough to mess that thing up, the other cat would probably have joined the fight as well if one had erupted, and they probably would have killed the fox. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.